All right, guys, in this video, we're going to model with linear inequalities, okay? This one's going to be linear. In the next video, we'll do one that's non-linear, where we're working a word problem, a real-world situation, modeling, whatever you want to call it, okay? So in problem one here, which is the only one we're going to do in this video, the instructions on a bottle of medicine indicate that the bottle should be stored at a temperature between 5 Celsius and 30 Celsius, okay? Well, obviously, we live in the United States, so we need to be able to convert that to Fahrenheit scale. Now, you could obviously just convert both of these to Fahrenheit. If you're familiar with how to do those conversions, it'd be a much quicker way to do it, but we are practicing something here. So we do want to use the inequalities to solve this problem, okay? So first thing we need to understand is this is what we're dealing with. We want to make sure we're between 5 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius for the meds, all right? So what do we know? Well, we know first thing is that C is between 5 and 30, okay? According to the wording here, it doesn't include 5 degrees, it doesn't include 30 degrees, okay? 5 degrees might be too cold, 30 degrees Celsius might be too warm, okay? But anything in between those two values appears to be fine, okay? If the wording here were different, we might include or equal to in the inequality symbols, but the wording is such, this is how it needs to be written. Okay. Next thing you need to know is the formula for how to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa. So one of the formulas is Celsius equals 5/9 times the quantity F minus 32. Okay. If you know Celsius and you wanted to use conversion, that formula would be F equals 9/5 C plus 32. Okay, 9/5 C plus 32. All right, but what we want to do now is we want to use the substitution property. We're going to replace C with this expression right here, okay? So we're going to plug that in, and now we've got a situation that we can solve using inequalities, okay? And this is a linear inequality. We don't have to go through the whole forming intervals and testing values and anything like that. We could just, solve this for F, and our values would be our answer, would be our solution set, okay? So first thing I want to do is I want to multiply by 9/5, okay? I'm going to multiply by 9/5 in order to eliminate fractions here, okay? So when I multiply 9/5 times 5, I get 9. And when I multiply 30 by 9/5, I end up getting 270/5, which is 54, okay? Going to add 32 to all the parts, and I get my answer. So in Fahrenheit, okay, the world we live in the U.S. here, the Fahrenheit for between 5 and 30 Celsius that was set on the medicine bottle would have to be in a room temperature between 41 and 86 degrees. And that shouldn't be hard to come by. Most of us keep our houses somewhere in the 60s or low 70s, okay? So we just want to be able to set up an inequality. In this case, it's a compound inequality, and we want to solve. Okay, so we are good to go there.